Hello and welcome to Warrenguard, Chapter 2, High Society. I'm Natalie Putum. I'm the designer of Warrenguard, and you're here on Critical Misses, where we're so happy to be playing this wonderful game. I'm the designer of the game, so I probably shouldn't be calling it wonderful. That's pretty full of myself. But we're less than 170 hours from the backer kit launch of this game. Next week, y'all. We're getting right close to it. So let's go around and meet our lovely cast before we get started this week. Anita, who are you and who are you going to be playing?
Hello, everybody. Tonight I am playing Vera, our old timer, who uses she, they pronouns just like me. And she rides a dragon named Cloudsbane, the second son, who uses any pronouns.
Yeah. All right. And then let's hop over to AJ. AJ, who are you and who are you going to be playing?
Hi, I'm AJ. I could say this game is wonderful, because I played it twice, three times. This is thrice. Uh, but yes, I'm AJ. I am playing Florian. Florian uses they, he pronouns. I use he, they pronouns. And I am the green dragon rider. My green dragon is named Osayan.
Excellent. Val, who are you and who are you going to be playing tonight?
Hi, I'm playing Sophie, the fresh face, who's definitely not flaily at all. Nope. Her pronouns are she, they. She rides Reyna, she, her pronouns. A lovely purple dragon that got her horn knocked off because that happened. Oops.
Right. And James, who are you and who are you going to be playing?
Hello, everybody. I'm James. I use she, they pronouns. And today I'm playing the ace of the Warrenguard, Talon, who uses they, he pronouns and rides really capable and good at things Orange Dragon Clash, who uses she, they pronouns because trans dragons. Why not?
All right. And then lastly, but definitely not leastly,
Mhm.
Miguel, who are you and who are you going to be playing?
Hi, hello, and howdy, everyone. I am the internet's Miguel Clasico. I use they, he pronouns. I will be playing Abigail, the outsider, who left me this note for everyone. It says, bite me. Abigail rides Bolt, the fastest thing in the sky.
Okay, excellent. And I didn't properly introduce myself because I didn't share my pronouns. I use she, her pronouns. So let's go ahead and get started. So last session, you all dealt with molting. Your dragons were shedding their skin. It was itchy and uncomfortable. There was some bickering about an oatmeal bath. Um, Everyone had a pretty rough time, but we got to know all of our lovely characters. And then you all fought a kraken that was attacking a very important trade vessel coming in. That trade vessel got lightly set on fire by Talon and Clash. Uh, but you managed to put out the fire and save the vessel and kill the kraken. And so as we open this session, it's been about 3 days since then, and mercifully the itching has ended. Your dragons have all shed their scales, and they're all so much the shinier for it. All of your dragons have been preening a bit, even Cloud's Bane, as much as he doesn't like to admit it. Um, the only dragon that hasn't been preening is Reyna, uh, since the loss of her horn. Uh, so we open on breakfast. What have you prepared everyone for breakfast today, Florian?
Ooh, man. I knew I should have had my recipe stuff open. Uh, we are doing a lovely, we've got some potato lot tater tots. We got some tater tots. We got some croissants. Uh we got some we got some coffee, some tea, whichever people prefer. Uh I think we're doing like a Uh, like a breakfast enchilada.
Okay, excellent. Um, as you're bringing the last plate out to the table and everyone's sitting, Arsalan kind of slides in to stop you from going to the table and is like, uh, "Hey, bud,
Hey, what's up?
I got some news. It's not bad news.
I don't know. When you're doing the thing, uh, when you say it's not bad news and the corner of your mouth twitches a little bit, saying that it is more likely bad
I
news.
mean, for anyone else, this would be great news, but this is really gonna. The Lord and Lady Nottingham are throwing a ball in the Warrenguard's honor
Okay.
tonight.
Okay. Uh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah.
So that's your problem to deal with. I'm gonna go grab some breakfast enchiladas.
Grab breakfast enchiladas. Okay. All right. God damn it. Um, and I think we'll just kind of like look to Lojix, who's probably also in
Mhm.
the kitchen. It's like, Lojix, can you finish handing out breakfast? I gotta
Oh, of
do.
course. Yeah.
Did you know about the party that
Oh, it's all the talk amongst the squires. We're all very excited. I've never been to Lord and Lady Nottingham's house.
why did no one tell us?
Well, it's on your honor. It was a surprise.
Okay. Yes, all right. Yes, it's a surprise. Okay, cool. Uh I'm gonna take the weak move and exhaust myself caring for others. I'm gonna start there is the formal version of the Dragon Rider's uniform that I'm gonna go press for Sophie. I have Talon has a specific dress shirt that they always wear to any formal event. Uh, Abigail's a toss up. I never know what Abigail's going to wear to these events. And I just have to get Vera's jacket ready. So that's what I'm going to be doing for this breakfast. I'm not having breakfast. I think
Are
I
you
just
also not telling anyone about the ball yet?
uh no, because I just immediately went to go prepare their stuff. uh and I just down some coffee and leave and go do those preparations.
Uh, Vera, you notice Low Jinx come in with the final plate of Danishes and set it on the table, and Florian's seat is notably empty.
Do I need to ask?
Huh?
Look at the empty seat, look at the Danishes.
Oh, I think that they just went to go get ready.
I'm trying to decide whether or not Vera might already know because
Uh-huh,
Byron has a notorious loudmouth.
he does.
And if his parents were hosting and is Vera's squire. Ah, yeah. The ball tonight. That's right. Were you able to get my jacket from out of storage?
Are you saying that to
The,
Byron?
to not to Byron, to because it wasn't uh I'm saying that, yeah, I think I said that to Byron. Were you able to get my jacket out of storage?
Which jacket you want in storage?
You know what? Never mind, I'll go find it. Um,
Oh, you mean for the ball?
Yeah, for the ball.
No.
I didn't think so. It's okay. Florian knows where it is. They'll be able to find it. Oh. Did you happen to pass the word along to the rest of the Warrenguard guard like I told you to?
No, it's a surprise party.
But I told you to inform the rest of the team.
Everyone, there's a ball at my parents' place tonight.
Look
In
at
your honor.
What?
Huh?
There's a ball in your honor at my parents' estate tonight.
Why?
Because you saved that big important ship.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Well, you kind of set it on fire. There
Yeah,
were
I'm
some
assuming
people
I'm
that were
not
a little
invited.
upset about that. No, you're definitely invited.
Are
The
we
captain
sure?
will be there, though.
Oh. That's fine. Yeah, no worries about that.
I
That's
would like
today?
to.
Yeah, tonight.
Cool. Cool.
What would you like to do, Abigail?
Abigail is going to take a weak move. Abigail is weak in some respects, and I'm gonna let my emotions explode. And I've been sitting quietly, reading a book, maybe journaling even. No, reading a book, but annotating it, like I mean, like this could be better. This uh, pretentious there, just little notes here and there. It's the Warrenguard manual. Uh, so maybe I'm scoffing too. I don't know. Um, soon as
Is it Sophie's manual that you've taken? I believe Sophie took always carrying their
And
manual.
yeah.
sure, I'm improving it. You know, I've taken actually the first page of the manual just says, Warrenguard manual something something. I've just put in parentheses Abby's version. And so I've just been making it like, oh, this is this. Yeah, we never do that. Don't clean this, sort of thing. Um, and I'm just there, casual little bowl of oatmeal, eating that, maybe like a plate of cut fruit. And as soon as I hear that there's this whatever tonight, I flip the table. Just like completely. Say, my suit is never gonna be ready in time. And I just go storming out.
So Sophie
Oatmeal
sees
all over the
that.
manual.
Yeah, Sophie sees that and that it's my manual. And does the weak move get overwhelmed? Which is just true to form, really. And it's just kind of like, what do I even wear to a ball? I've never been to a ball. I've, is this normal? Do we always have to do this? I was never informed. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
I think that in response to that, like a little bit of a chaotic eruption, Abby leaving the room, Sophie freaking out, I think that I'm going to take the weak move, let your age get to you, and be like, stands up from the table, takes a Danish. I'm about to go have a nap. I'm gonna have to people a lot tonight. I need to front load this.
Yeah, I can hold down. I've got it. Yeah, have a good nap.
Yeah. All right. I might stop by where Florian is probably hectically preparing for a second and just be like, Abigail's wearing their suit, and then walk off.
Yeah. Just, Florian's like, Sue, right, okay. Yes, okay, yeah. And with each so like with Sophie's formal version of their uh Dragon Rider uh jacket and everything, there's gonna be like a purple flower uh in there. For Talon's button up, there's gonna be an orange flower. And for Vera, there is a gold flower um, in the lapel of the jacket.
Did
And
you go get the jacket from
yeah,
storage?
I did go get the jacket.
Okay.
Um, and I'm holding a yellow and green flower. It was like, I don't have enough time for this.
I, Natalie, would like to see the scene where you deliver Sophie's uniform to her
Gotcha.
after you get it ready.
Yeah. I think at this point it's probably like because this is gonna be tonight. This is probably like an hour after the breakfast scene. Um, I think if Sophie is in their room, we'll hear like a light rap on their door. It's like, Sophie, um, I just kind of like like have like a little like the coat rack thing. I just like
So if
this
he
is
just
yours.
immediately beelines it, like, maybe do I wear makeup? What is this? How do I put this on? What am I doing? Help.
Breathe.
Right, breathing. That's a thing I do. Okay.
This is just the formal version of your Dragon Rider jacket. You wear it however you want. When you're more used to and more settled in, you get to wear whatever you want. But this is basically your starter set. And it's just like a very more it's a just a fancier version of your regular Dragon Rider jacket, but just with a purple flower that is on the lapel of it.
And Sophie
Uh,
definitely clocks that. It's just like, oh, did you put this in it? That's so sweet. Or do they all come like that? Either way, you did great. Thank you.
uh, as it is for our honor, I think um, just keep it simple. Keep it simple. We don't need to go overboard with it. I'm pretty sure either Talon or Abigail have that covered. Um,
Sophie's got like all their makeup out, like, oh, so I don't have
I
to
mean, you don't have to go over if you want to, you can,
just
but since this is your
tosses the
first
brush, like,
one,
sweet.
since this is your first one, you can take it easy. Now, I have to find Talon and get them the shirt before they realize that it's not in their closet right now.
Do our dragons come to this too?
Storyteller?
Uh, you would know that the estate has a large lawn where your dragons can attend.
There's usually a large space for the dragons to stretch out their wings and be a part of the festivities. Um, so probably should prepare for probably, I mean, I'm sure Reina would love the attention, but just
She
prepare.
though, I don't know that she would right now.
I don't want anyone to see me.
You can just hear like distant yelling
Yeah.
from like the dragons who are actually
Yeah, you just
sad
hear like
roaring.
a howling, like a
Yeah, I think we need to find pretty horn replacement for that. She's not happy. And Sophie's just kind of like, what do I how do I make her happier about that? Do you know how to where I
Hmm,
can find a horn?
where I could find a horn.
Someone who can make a very pretty one. I ruined hers.
Um, I'm going to spend a token
Mhm.
for treat someone's pain.
Uh-huh.
And I think there is a man in the markets who uh, collects and refurbishes fallen dragon horns. dragon horns, some of them come off naturally, just kind of like as part of their growth process, kind of like deers and their antlers. Um, but there's a man in the market that has a collection of horns. I'm sure he has something that will fit more to Sophie's taste that you can customize. And I'm sure that will assuage Raina's fears of being seen.
Hopefully, Sophie's just like furiously scribbling. Like, no, it's like, does man and market have name?
Uh, uh, Dan Lynch.
Sweet. Okay, fine. Lynch man, Dan Lynch man. Yes.
Uh, so, uh, you should probably go quickly. Your jacket is fine, pressed, everything. You don't need to touch it until you need to wear it. So, uh, you can go to the market or you can send your squire to the market. It's probably better to go to the market yourself, and just so that Raina can have a say in what horn would fit best for her. Uh, but yeah, that you go do that. I'm gonna figure out. I think like probably has just the pants of Abigail's suit get up. It's like I need to figure out what Abigail wants to do with this. Uh, uh, so you got this, Sophie.
Thank you. And I will go do that now. She just like runs.
Uh-huh. Talon, how are you getting ready?
Yeah. So at the moment, shirtlessly, because I don't have it, and I think is sort of tearing through the closet under the assumption that I do have it, and it's here somewhere. And so I think the Talon's room is kind of a disaster, as like most of the things in this closet have been like hooked out onto the bed. But I think that Talon is kind of like half dressed, has some like gold liner on, has the hair like perfect with one little curl kind of hanging out, and is at this moment balanced between like I think I think I would like to actually take a weak move and bottle my emotions here, and is sort of like trying to suppress both the like discomfort and slight panic at having to go to this party when very much he is not the guest of honor on account of they almost burned the ship down,
Uh-huh.
and also like focusing on the one thing, which is not being able to find this shirt. But I think simultaneously Talon is talking to Clash and is going,
Uh-huh.
okay, buddy. And remember, when they let you out of the yard, you stay in the yard with the other dragons, okay?
And I fight Osean.
No, I mean, not unless the, fancy rich people want you to do that, in which case we can talk about doing it safely. But like if you see food in the window,
I
please
eat
don't
it.
come through. No, because see, the glass hurts. Remember we learned that the last time? That the
Yeah.
glass is crunchy, but not in a good way?
Yeah.
Cool. So we don't do that. You just let me know and I'll like toss something out the window when no one's looking, okay?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna be like super calm, super like, that's just the rich people like to look at you because you're so nice and you've got your perfect little scales and stuff. So
Mhm.
we're gonna be calm,
Okay.
right?
And if they
Clash?
touch me, I can bite them.
No, no, no. See, because they're rich enough that that might be an issue. I don't know. We might get kicked out of the Warrenguard. I don't know how that works. You could sort of do like a dramatic snap in the air to warn them, but the
Okay.
snapping shouldn't have like an arm or a head or any sort of like body part that would hurt in between the teeth that are snapping.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. I'll
Great.
only bite them if they've got food in their hand.
No, don't maybe you could try to get them to toss it and then catch it in the air. They like the fancy tricks and stuff like
I'm
that.
not a dog.
Yeah, no, that is true. But the thing is, they'll think you're really cool, which you are really cool, and they'll think you're less
Man.
cool if you chew their arm off. Just like broadly, that's good advice for people. It's gonna be
Humans are
fine.
so sensitive about that.
That, that is true. We do only have 2 of them. You guys have like 4. I don't know if it's like a scarcity resource thing.
Yeah.
Not really. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You find
fine.
your
We've
shirt
got
yet?
it. No, it's probably here somewhere.
I didn't
You
need
said
it
that
this
anyway.
time.
Okay, yeah, you said that in a suspicious way, and I kind of had to pause. But I'm choosing to believe you. Um, it's fine. It's fine. Maybe I left it somewhere. Probably. This is fine. I'll kind of open the door and shout in the hall, "Hey, anyone have my shirt? The nice
think-
one?"
I think at that, like, you probably like step out in the hall and yell down like this way, and I'm just
Yeah.
standing behind you with the shirt.
Yeah.
It's like, Talon,
Oh, wow, Florian. Oh, my shirt. You are my favorite person in the world. Did you know that?
Preston steamed.
Thank you. I think we'll kind of just like reach out and take you by the shoulders. Thank you, Lauren. Oh, okay. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything is gonna be fine, and it's fine. Do you need anything? Are you good?
I'm good.
I'm great. Great.
Like leans over, looks at your room. Mhm.
Kind of like closes the door a little bit, leans in the doorway. Nothing.
Mhm.
Don't worry about that. That's a later Talon problem. That's not it right now.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
How's Doe Eyes doing? They cool?
They're going to the market.
Cool.
They're doing okay. Are
Good.
you doing okay?
I'm the best anyone's ever been in the history of the Warrenguard. So don't you worry about me. I'm gonna go put my shirt on and my little corset on, and we're gonna be fine. And I gave Clash the talk again, so hopefully no more dragon through glass incidents. Hopefully, it's fine.
Yeah, you were not feeling great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Eating
You
glass. Don't do that. Wouldn't recommend it.
Man.
It's not fun.
I think so tempting to use another token here.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You're
use another
good.
token. See the truth of someone's heart.
Yeah.
What are you not telling me, Talon?
I think you can see like the buzz of just like pure anxiety under like everything that Talon is doing and sort of the like desperate mask to hide it. I think you would know that like even as the ace of the Warren, like Talon has never been the most comfortable being the center of attention, even though he's gotten really good at pretending like they are. And I think it's a mixture of anxiety of a lot of people are going to talk to me pretty soon, and a lot of those people are also mad at me because I almost burned the ship down. And the combination, and also I hope Clash doesn't eat glass again. And so I think the combination of those 3 is just like a churning pool of anxiety and a little panic.
When you are in trouble, in conversation, need an escape,
Yeah.
anything, look to Vera. She knows how to get away from the
Rich people.
rich people. Yes.
Hey. Yeah, I can do that.
They've been at it for a while. She knows how to talk circles around.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, not that I'll need it, but I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Florian. It's just a lot.
And remember, this is for all of us. We're all going to be the center of attention. It's not just going to be you this time.
Yeah, but this you didn't also almost burn down the ship, so I feel like I'm sort of like attention derogatory. Normally it's like attention affectionate. This is not worse, kind of the same but different.
But did it burn down though?
I mean, that's what I'm saying, but everyone keeps telling me it was close enough, so.
But also,
a little singed, it's fine.
I think they would rather it a little singe than being cracked in half by a kraken.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm with you. I agree.
I think it's not even going to be brought up. If anything, if it is brought up, it's probably a sailor jab.
Okay. Yeah, I can do like a dragon rider jab right back. I can,
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'll
I
be
got,
fine.
I've
Don't worry.
got it. Yeah.
You'll be okay.
I think you see Talon kind of like lets out a breath and just, thank you, Florian. I really appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for.
And you do it so good. You do such a good job. We'd fall apart without you. You know that?
Don't say that too loud. Vera might hear you.
I stand by it.
Abigail, how are you getting ready?
Abigail's not getting ready so much as they are getting readied by attendants. Abigail has 3 assistants, we'll say, in the room with them. The back one. Let me know when this is too much.
Did you take all of our squires?
Maybe. They're like in like black robes, the hoods up, and like the back wall of Abigail's room has like come away. It's like a false wall, and there's like this, like, I don't know, like Batcave mannequin situation going on there with like 7 almost identical black suits, right? And Abigail's like looking at one, the other, they all have a pocket square and like just slightly different shades of yellow, right? And they're just flipping out between these. The attendants are frantically trying to do stuff with their hair, nails, etc. There's a brazier burning a fire in the middle of the room for some reason. And over it hangs yet another black suit. And eventually Abigail just kind of grabs random pieces from some of the ones on the mannequins, tosses them over the fire in order to season the suit that they will be wearing tonight with those.
And you hear Bolt's voice in your head saying, Your suit's perfectly seasoned, Abby."
I am going to. Yes. No, actually, no. I was thinking of something. I'm not gonna do that. Thank you, Bolt. But I think it just needs a little longer. I take one of the sleeves and like.
Don't get it too smoky.
Not quite. It's not quite there.
You'll make me sneeze.
We don't want that, do we?
No, because
I
tend to cause storms when I sneeze.
Right. The last time they called the Nottinghams. Abigail calls them the Nottinghams. Right, because of the summer soiree the Nottinghams threw you. You did make that storm. That was
Yeah.
It just starts laughing.
Everyone forgot because class went through the window.
That's right. I think about it again. I go, you know what? Maybe I will leave this suit on here just a little bit longer.
I think
and eventually, oh, sorry, go.
I think you probably hear from your room. It's like, Abigail?
Yes. What?
What did you want with these pants again?
That's what I've been looking for. I grab them, and I say, Florian, not right now. And I will use another weak move to push someone away, but literally, and I just go out the fuck out of my room. And then just close.
I like reaching to give you the yellow flower. Just like,
perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Crush it. And with the pants, you see me toss them in the fire as well. So shut the door on you.
I'm gonna narrate what you did a little bit here, Florian, for Vera. But Vera, you wake up from your nap, and your suit is pressed and hung exactly where you expected it to be.
All right. Nap done. Suit's looking good. Thank you, Florian. Try not to yell at Byron in front of his parents. You know what? Might be time for a walk. And then I think that Vera's going to go for a walk towards the market.
Okay, excellent. Are you taking Cloudsbane down?
I think so, and I think I'd like
Okay.
to engineer a scene with Sophie if I could.
Excellent.
Ooh.
I'm going to narrate for Sophie a little bit first. You and Raina take off before Cloudsbane does, and you make your way to Lynch's What's Its and Oddities, a little store in the market. Um, and you have to land a little bit away in a large square to fit Raina. There's a big like people pointing and hullabaloo. I think is this your first time headed down to the town on your own?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Um, and immediately as soon as you land, someone is like, "The hero! Oh, you're one of the dragon riders. Here, let me give you one of my snacks. It's a fish cake."
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Sophie has like no idea what's
Uh-huh.
just like awkwardly taking, unsure if this is protocol, like
Yeah.
manual
Don't worry,
witnessing.
there's no fish in it. It's just a cake shaped like a fish.
Sweet. Okay.
I can get you fish if you want it. Anything for the dragon riders.
No, that's cool. She's fed. It's fine. I don't know why I feel need to clarify that to you. She's fine. Everything's fine.
Um, yeah, and you just notice people kind of pointing at you and staring at you all the way to uh Lynch's What's Its and Oddities.
Sophie's just gonna, yeah, like not try not to make eye
Uh,
contact. What's the probably gonna get a little bit overwhelmed, do the weak move again. Just get a little overwhelmed, just book it, like not look, when you get anxious and you look at your own feet, you don't look at other
yeah.
people. It's just what they're doing.
Mhm.
Uh Vera, you know well enough how not to make a scene when you land. Would you be not making a scene?
100%.
Okay, you swoop down with Cloudsbane and do kind of a tuck and roll off Cloudsbane into like an alleyway as Cloudsbane takes back off. Um, and you kind of walk out of the alley enough to see the commotion surrounding Sophie.
I'm going to spend a token for this strong move to protect someone, and I'm going to rescue Sophie from
Uh-huh,
this situation.
uh-huh.
I think as I'm just sort of strolling out, uh, um, I think I'll say, Sophie, there you are, to sort of draw the eyes towards me and away from Sophie.
Sophie's gonna take a weak action that leaves everyone vulnerable. She's just gonna super yell, like, "Oh my God, Vera, please!" Just like completely makes an even bigger scene. Just flailing, like, "What do I do?"
And I
Okay.
think people be like, Vera, she's the commander. We never see her. Oh, she shopped at my shop last week. I didn't know that was her.
Okay. I'm gonna bottle my emotions. Haha. Okay. Uh, thank you, for the kind words, for the Warrenguard, everyone. But we've got very important, Warren Guardian business to attend to. Uh,
Uh,
and then I'll try and get us out of the way.
uh-huh. Sophie, do you lead toward the shop you need to go to, or do you?
No, I'm gonna show my naivete again. We're just there's so many fresh face weak moves for this.
Uh-huh,
And I'm gonna go into the like the opposite side. Like I just get
uh-huh,
discombobulated and there's a store on the opposite side of the street.
uh-huh.
I go right for that.
Yeah, and I think you are in like a very fancy goldsmith. They sell like bangles and like all sorts of like hammered gold jewelry. Um,
Sophie's like, I can't afford any of this, but it would fit for my dragon.
Oh, you could always see if they do custom orders.
That's true. And I guess so Sophie will be like, "Do you handle dragon porn?"
the woman looking is just sitting behind the counter reading, and she looks up and she says, dragon horns.
Yeah, I kind of got into a fight with the Kraken, and I made a mistake because I'm just really new. And I got my dragon's horn knocked off, and she's great. She deserves a pretty replacement one, and it
Oh,
definitely would make her less depressed.
poor thing. I can make a horn. How much was knocked off?
That's a great question. Probably most of it.
Okay.
That
And she starts like doing some math on a paper, and she's like, "Well, I'll give you a discount for keeping us safe, of course."
Thank you. Yeah, what's how much is that going to be
And then
anyway?
she slides you a piece of paper.
Yeah, I still can't.
uh,
Mm.
I think that Vera is going to sort of put an arm around Sophie, if that's okay, and just be like,
Uh-huh.
might be a little bit rich for a dragon rider's salary, but I will keep you in mind. Uh, Vera, I'm the Warrenguard leader.
Oh, Sandra.
Sandra.
Sandra's goldsmith.
Sandra's Goldsmith. Very nice to meet you. Though some accessories for the dragons actually might not be too far out of our price range eventually, but we will keep you in mind for the future. Thank you very much. And I'm going to sort of usher Sophie out of the shop. You're going to want the place across the street.
Right. Yeah, I totally went to the wrong shop, huh?
That's my give someone advice regular
Uh-huh.
move.
Yeah. And you head into Lynch's What's Its and Oddities. And this is like a very dusty store. Like I think there's just like and very crowded aisles and just different stuff on every shelf. Little music boxes and vases and like taxidermied animals and all sorts of things just line the shelves. And you see an older man uh, uh, sitting in a rocking chair behind the register. How can I help you?
Are you Mr. Dan? Dan Lynch?
That's me.
Do you do dragon horns? Like pretty?
Dragon horns. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of
been
knocked.
quite some time since someone came in asking for dragon horns. Last time was a young man named Florian.
Uh-huh. Go on.
Yes, I remember. His green dragon had had its horn knocked off. You see, I had to help him find a replacement for it until his dragon was able to um, grow their own back out.
They grow back.
Oh yes, eventually.
Oh, that's so good to know. Let me tell you.
Hi, Dan.
Oh, Vera. Oh, you know that story, of course.
I do. I think Vera will like have almost a sort of verklempt look for a second before bottling the emotions again.
Wasn't it a training session with you that knocked off Ocean's horn?
Sophie's just like popcorn.
uh, it was. Vera's gonna sort of clutch something that's on their chest absently. It was, in fact. Horn you got was a little long, though. But
Yeah.
I think you're looking for from a purple dragon?
Yeah.
Ooh, purple dragon. Those are very rare.
She knows it.
Must be preening quite a bit, I imagine.
Just a little. She might be a little sad that I got her horn knocked off in combat, and
Yes, I
I'm trying to
imagine.
cheer her up. So
Well, I have something quite special for you. Um, and pulls out like a box and kind of digs through it and pulls out just this purple dragon horn that has been scrimshawed kind of all over and has this gorgeous pattern. And you see carvings of like dragons in flight. This horn was shed by the great dragon Empress, who long ago protected the hold of prison.
Sophie's just like, huh, is that expensive? I mean, it sounds great. I just,
Oh, it's just a piece of bone, really.
are bones expensive?
Oh. Listen, I'll tell you what. I hear there's a fancy party you're invited to tonight.
That's true.
Can you get me on the guest list?
Sophie turns to Vera.
I can talk to some people.
I like the tiny sausages.
I can make sure that you get a platter.
That would be delightful.
All right.
Here you go.
I think Vera's going to just take off across the street really quickly to the goldsmith.
Yep. Oh, back already.
Yes, I was wondering if I could enlist you to make and sort of draws up what is what would essentially be like a horn holder, like something that would be able to affix to the horn, like a mounting bracket for it.
Yeah.
Because I think that I know for a fact that Reyna is so extra that having a very fancy mounting device for the horn will also take the sting off the fact that she has another dragon's horn.
Yep. And she says, I can do that in about an hour. Would 4,000 credits be affordable?
I'm going to use a regular move to take action, leaving myself vulnerable, this time monetarily.
Uh-huh.
That would be my allowance for the next. Do you do payment plans? Installments?
Of course! For a dragon rider, anything.
All right. Charge it to the account of Baring Nottingham.
Oh, yes, Baron Nottingham was here just last week.
Capable squire in one way.
And I think that you're able to, she works on it in a rush and is able to get it to you.
All right, and then I think eventually I'll come out with the mounting bracket for Sophie. You're going to want to use this.
How did you, thank you? And Sophie I know that Vera's like the opposite of a hugger, but Sophie's just so innocent and like, I just overwhelmed with gratitude because she feels like she screwed everything up. So she just like gives Vera a big, like a momentary, but very genuine hug.
I think Vera is going to take a weak move to let their age get to them, and is going to give into the hug a little bit. A little soft.
A little soft moment as a treat. And Sophie obviously knows that hugging's not their thing. So it's very quick, but very sincere. Just like, thank you.
And I think just for that brief moment of softness, there's that stiffen up again and the pat.
And then Sophie's like, how do I horn?
I can show you how. And I'll use a strong move to use my experience to my advantage.
Excellent. And I think you go find Reyna in the town square where there's this kind of like a crowd of people who are too afraid to get too close to her, but are all like kind of pointing. And you kind of make your way through. And Reyna says, can we leave now? So many people have seen me in this state.
Okay, because I have good news for you. And I just kind of present the horn and the clamp, and it's just like, he's gonna look so gorgeous. Everyone's gonna be so envious of this. You're gonna be so fashionable.
And Reyna looks at the horn and she says, I know this horn. This belonged to my grandmother.
Really?
Yes. I can tell it's descent from my family line.
Well, there you go. It's like this was meant to be as an honor to you and not as
And
a way of
yeah,
replacing a
and she
mistake.
bows her head to you. It's just, thank you, Sophie. I knew I chose the correct rider.
I might need to adjust the length on the horn a little bit so that they're even,
Um,
but I can do that for you if you like.
Yes, please.
and you do a little bit of dragon tending right here in the square as you shear this horn a bit and affix it to Reyna. And there's a large crowd around at this point. And Cloud's Bane pops in your head and says, "Is it time to return to the hold?"
Uh, it is, and
Or
I'm going to pocket
war.
the chunk of purple dragon horn that we had to shear off.
Yep. And Cloud's Bane comes down, and the crowd just like kind of runs in parts as Cloud's Bane makes a quick landing and bows down for you to mount up.
Shall we away?
Yes.
Right. And with that, you return back to the Warren. At this point, is Abigail, Talon, and Florian ready for the party?
I suppose so.
Um, so Vera and Sophie return totally not ready. Um, as you all are kind of like just kind of waiting in the sitting room.
So if he just yelps and goes and grabs all their clothes, she's like, I'm sorry, I don't want to make us late. And like, please.
You're good. Take your toe. There they go.
Vera's going to head towards their quarters and put on the jacket, maybe change their shirt, but same pants.
Ursulon kind of follows you and says, "Vera, can I have a minute?"
Yes.
You know tonight's gonna be tough on Florian, right?
Why would it be tough on Florian?
Well, Florian's always spent these parties kind of taking care of everyone, but namely you, bringing you champagne, making sure you were having a good time. I really think Florian's not going to know what to do with themselves tonight.
And how do you think I feel about this? I'm using a weak move to be harsh to someone meaning well.
And you see a look across Arsalan's face that tells you immediately that you feeling was not something that had crossed his mind.
I have to show up in front of all of these people in high society, most of them elders, expecting me to, step into the role that I've been meant to step into for quite some time. And I have to do it without one of my most trusted companions. By choice, admittedly. Did you not think for a second that this would also hurt me?
You've got it so together. I mean, I know it looks like Florian has it together, but
Vera's going to pull out from underneath the shirt a chain with a ring carved from green dragon horn. Tucks it back in.
right. Forget I said anything.
Vera's gonna bottle the emotions and go get changed.
See you at the party.
I'm at 3 tokens, everybody. So many emotions bottled.
We are just spending and getting tokens so much.
Bottle it up.
All right. And finally, the full Warrenguard is ready. And you take off in one of your. What formation do you call them into, Vera, as you all take off out of the stables?
Excellent question. I'm glad that you asked. We are going to go into. We're going to start in Delta formation. That's the diamond with Raina in the middle.
Uh-huh.
But since Raina just got this brand new fancy horn,
Uh-huh.
Cloudsbane is going to be in the lead for just a second before ducking down and taking Raina's place in the middle so that Raina can show off the new horn. This is now formation Epsilon. Raina's in the lead.
Okay, excellent. Raina is. You can feel the pride emanating off her, Sophie, to the point where it almost feels like it's coming out of you. Like it is an intoxicating feeling. This sort of feeling Raina has leading the Warrenguard. She's holding her head high with her new gorgeous horn. What do you do?
I think I'm gonna spend a token to learn a new skill and have her, Raina kind of do this like you do like the energy ball thing that she can do, but like kind of more of a like a just a flashier non-damaged version of it. She just wants to show off.
Yeah, excellent. So as you're flying off, Reina is shooting off these like little sparky balls that kind of explode like fireworks as the Warrenguard descends down. Um, and I think the rest of your dragons kind of roar in approval as you set down um, in this large lawn that has all sorts of like um, topiaries sculpted as different things. Um, and you can see that there are specifically 5 topiaries sculpted to look like your dragons. Um, uh, one of which is covered in like small golden berries, one of which has like orange flowers, one of which is just a green bush, and one of which has yellow, and one with purple flowers. Um, and the whole crowd, people in ball gowns and suits, golf clap as you land. Um, uh, I will tell you, Florian and Vera, that there are some people here that don't seem to fit in, and you notice that they are wearing sort of the dress version, just the same way that Sophie is wearing the dress version of her uniform. These are sailors wearing the dress version of their uniform, and you're able to surmise pretty quick that this is the crew of the ship you saved. Um, also here at this party. As you dismount, Lord Nottingham comes out and says, "Ladies, gentlemen, and people of other genders, it is my proud, proud honor to welcome the heroes of Tidehold, Tidehold's very own Warrenguard, Vera Cloudsbane Rider, Talon Clash Rider, Sophie Rainer Rider, Abigail Stand, and Florian Ocean Rider."
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
You would know, all of you would know, and this is a choice your character made way back in time that you didn't even know you made, Abigail. There's a tradition among dragon riders to take their dragon's name as their new last name, but you don't have to. Like a lot of
I
people
did
will
not.
keep their last names, and Abigail was one of those people.
Abigail is from a very rich family, so that
Okay.
they were not allowed to take
Yeah.
the dragon's
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. Uh, uh, and as you all dismount, um, uh, Reyna is particularly preening and showing off for the crowd. Um, Cloudsbane and Ocean kind of trot off together. Um, Bolt says, I don't have to stay here, right?
Bolt, of course not. You can go find little
Great.
kids to race.
And just takes off.
That make good decisions.
I always do.
It's not true.
And Clash immediately like starts looking for trouble. You can feel it.
Sure. Can I, sort of in combination, I think, with seeing Sophie take the lead in this formation with like Talon's kind of fears that Sophie is going to be and is a better dragon rider. In combination with that and the attention and just all of this, bottle my emotions as a weak move. And then kind of like trying to focus and push all this down, almost like if I can reach, like reach up, very gently take Clash's like snout and make her look at me and go, hey, no glass? No glass.
No glass.
Okay. And no chewing arms?
No chewing arms.
Great. You look like you have a plan and that's freaking me out, but I'm kind of deciding it's a later problem.
Yep.
Do I need to be worried?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Great. All right. I'll kind of just like run a little appreciative hand up their snout and then go, all right. Go on. Not too much trouble, please. I'm already in trouble.
Of course not.
Okay, go have fun.
Vera, Lady Nottingham comes up to you. She's got a very elaborate hairdo and is in like a very like figure hugging silver gown. And she says, Vera,
Calafina, lovely to
darling.
see you.
Yes, it's been too long.
Gives a curt bow.
How is Byron doing? He writes us so many letters about how proud he is to serve you.
Byron is learning.
Oh, good. That's the most we could hope for.
Oh, how are you and your lovely husband? And I sort of escort us towards the party.
Oh, we're excellent. We did receive your note about letting in Dan Lynch.
Yes, Daniel's a very old friend.
Yes. Well, yes.
And he's quite responsible for the lovely state of our dear Reyna.
Oh, I had noticed that. I had heard she was injured in your epic battle.
Yes, and Dan was dear enough to help us provide a prosthetic for Reyna so that she could be ever so lovely this evening.
Oh, then of course he should be at this party. And she kind of takes your hand in both hands in the way that uh you know she means the opposite.
I'm gonna use a strong move to protect someone, and I'm gonna protect Dan.
Uh-huh. Excellent. Yes, he's gone quite through a number of pumpkin sausages.
Right. Well, you know, he does have quite the appetite. Well, I thank you very much for your hospitality. I should probably go mingle with the rest of the guests if it's not too much trouble.
Yes, of course. Captain Hiram has so much to thank you for.
I
We'll want to
should
find you
definitely
later.
pay my respects to the good captain.
Talon, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think so. Can I ask, sort of like crowd in my immediate area, what's the
Uh-huh.
sort of sailor to rich person ratio?
It is definitely more
Mm.
rich people.
Excellent.
But one of the sailors, you see them pointing at you and like whispering to each other.
I think that Talon kind of clocks this, and I would love to use the regular move, avoid work you don't want to do. Work here being talking to people who are mad at me.
Uh-huh.
And I think I would just like to approach the nearest, like, remotely friendly looking rich person that I think I
Uh-huh.
can schmooze with.
Yeah. You meet yeah, let's create a new character here. You meet Duke Farlot.
Barlot?
Duke Farlot.
Amazing. Do I know the good Duke, or is this a first
Uh
meeting?
you've played poker with the good Duke for
Excellent.
sure.
Yeah, I think
And
I'll. Sorry.
no, go ahead.
I think I'll kind of stroll up behind the Duke, very like casually. I think in a like very practiced kind of like confidence that Talon doesn't always feel, and we'll just come around and go, Duke, Duke, Duke. When am I gonna get to take your money again?
Oh, you old so and so.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Ah, oh, you we all saw that battle.
Oh yeah, you
You did
saw that, huh?
amazing things.
Thank you, thank you. Well,
Yeah, setting those firing those cannons at the Kraken.
yeah.
Coolest thing we ever saw.
I know you probably thought I was only good at poker, huh?
You know, I'm always losing money to you. I put my money on the Kraken.
Oh yeah, did you? I mean, that was your first mistake. Have you seen how good of a dragon rider I am? Please.
Ugh, such a mistake.
Well, hey, you know what? That's okay. Next time,
Here,
maybe I'll
let me
let
get
you
you
win
a
a hand.
drink.
Oh, I would love that. Thank you.
Yeah. And grabs 2 glasses of champagne off one of the waiters and hands it to you.
Yeah, I think Talon will kind of clink it, and I would love to use the weak move, commit a faux pas, and just down the entire thing.
Excellent.
Yes.
And just kind of, thank you. I appreciate
Thirsty, huh?
that. Yeah, you know, dragon riding, hard work. You know how it is. So.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let me get you another.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Mm.
I'll do this one slower. I don't want to embarrass the Warrenguard again.
You know, I got a cousin I've been meaning to introduce you to.
Is that right? What you've just being bad at poker running the family?
No, this cousin, something special.
Oh
You're
yeah, is
you're
that
gonna
right?
love them.
Great. Something special in what kind of way?
Well, they let's just say that you know, they're of marriage in age.
Oh, right. Is that the qualifications for something special these days?
I mean,
Good to know.
I thought that was your type.
The marryable? That's a pretty broad genre there, Duke. But you know, I would love to meet the good cousin of kind of leans in my favorite Duke. So no promises on the marrying. You know, I'm pretty busy shooting cannons, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll send Robin over to you later.
Great. Yeah, please do. And yeah, if you see any sailors, maybe just point them in the other direction, yeah?
What, you afraid of sailors or something?
No,
You
I'm not
saved all their
afraid.
asses.
See, I don't think they
They
know
should all be
that.
buying you drinks.
Yeah, but you know, I gotta let them have some like a little bit of confidence. You know, it's hard when someone has to come in and save the day for you.
Yeah, those just can't appreciate being
No,
saved by
exactly.
someone handsome as you are.
I know, you know, I say that all the time. I mean, really, it's hard for people.
It's
But
jealousy.
I'm glad that somebody appreciates it, truly. We can't all be
Yeah.
dragon riders. It's okay. Sailing is good too.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, Great. Well, hey, and I keep promising you a tour of the old Warren. So you let me know when you want to come by, and
Oh,
I'll show you around.
yeah. Yeah, you're hosting the next poker game, right?
I forgot. Yeah, I am
I'm
doing
sure your
that.
commander wouldn't mind, right?
I said we're keeping it small, right?
We're
A
all
little
we're
intimate affair.
all we're all polite gentlemen.
Yeah, well, I know this about you, of course.
Yeah.
And I'm sure me winning all of your money is going to benefit the Warren really in the end. So
Yeah.
it's probably fine. Uh, it's totally fine. I'm sure. I'll run it past them, but I'm sure it's fine. Just maybe keep it on the down low for like an hour. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
sure.
Yeah, I've got it. Take another
Um,
very long sip of the champagne.
uh-huh. Uh, Abigail,
Hmm.
where are you headed?
Abigail has been up to no good.
Of
Um,
course.
Abigail would like to take Sophie under their wing,
Uh-huh.
as I'm a kind of an old hat at these things. Sophie, I went to finishing school with half of these chumps, and the other half of their parents. So stick with me. I'll tell you everything you need to know about everyone, who to avoid, who not to avoid, and just kind of go down the list here. I was like, Bradford Cornelius over there graduated my year, 11 toes. Ralton Witherburns owes me money. Howard Broccolini, I owe him money. Please don't mention I'm here. Radicchio Bronzini is actually a turnip bag that a wizard has brought to life. Some of these are not true, obviously, but I'm just like rattling them off to
Uh-huh.
Sophie. Like Biff Wellington, stand-up guy. Cadena Cadenza, sit-down lady. Margarita Gorgonzola, cheesemonger. She will corner you. Breath is horrible. Avoid at all costs. Anyway, good luck, and then just walk away.
Sophie has no
Look out.
comprehension of what you've said is true or false. She just thinks everything is yes. So it's just like vigorously taking notes, just completely out of her
Uh-huh.
element.
And as soon as you
Um,
get ditched, Margarita Gorgonzola cheesemonger comes up and says, "Could I have this dance?"
Sure.
And her
Yeah.
breath, true to Abigail's word, is horrible.
Uh-huh. Totally. Yeah. This is great.
I would like to use my regular move, show up unexpectedly in the middle of this dance. I come up and
Uh-huh.
just behind Sophie whisper in her ear, I warned you, and then just walk away.
Sophie's
Tell
just
me,
like
what's your
crying.
favorite cheese?
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear that. What?
What is your favorite cheese?
Mozzarella?
Oh, oh, darling, something so simple, so pedestrian.
Sometimes simple is best, you know?
Don't you know the joy of a good aged, pungent cheese?
Sophie's just like trying. Just like not look visibly gagging or anything. She's like,
Uh-huh.
uh-huh. Yep. I haven't had that luxury experience yet. Nope.
Uh, and um, and I think we're going to cut away for just a moment, and I want to see what Florian is up to at this party. I think you get to this party and you're suddenly like, what am I supposed to do at a fancy party?
Yeah. I I think Florian is very like I think Florian's staying by Ocean. Like
Mhm.
like they saw Ocean and Cloudbane kind of walk off together.
Mhm.
And they probably found like a spot together. And I think Florian staying nearby and just like if people like try to approach like Ocean and Cloudsbane, like we'll talk to them and like stuff like that. But staying generally away from the center mass of people
Mhm.
Uh, Probably just nursing a champagne. Um, I didn't even get to say what I'm wearing. Like I'm wearing like a definitely like a dark green suit, um,
Uh-huh.
with uh uh like a black button down, white tie, and there's like little embroidery like on like the lapel and on the collar, and then on the sleeves of just like little thorny vines.
Mhm.
Um, uh, and then has like a bright green, more closer to Ocean's color,
Mhm.
flower. Um, and just very much looking around, just like, oh hey, hello, just like the niceties and just
And I think the camera sees you don't see kind of the way you're facing, but you see kind of the camera sees us saying kind of bump heads with Cloud's Bane and then kind of trot off toward you and kind of just put his whole head on your shoulder. It's like, how
hey,
you doing, Florian?
I'm okay.
You feel sad.
I I just never realized how much I don't have to do at these parties.
Yeah, why don't you just go enjoy yourself? Do that dancing thing humans like to do.
Hmm.
Uh, what, just like go up, start dancing on the dance floor, like
Yeah, like Raina's humans doing.
like looking over, see Sophie as, ooh, cheese breath, right?
Yeah, I can smell it from here.
Well, you have an acute sense of smell.
I
That's
do.
different. Uh, and I think like as we're talking, I'm just doing my regular move of scratching a Sans favorite spot, which is just like right in the crook of underneath his head where it connects to their neck. Um, and it's just kind of it, it's been, I don't know. I'm trying to remember the last time I've been to a party in which I wasn't essentially on Vera's arm.
Well, now you get to, as we dragons say, stretch your wings. I know you don't have wings, but
I get the expression. Uh, when did you become so wise?
oh, I've always been wise.
Just kind of does like the head bop
Except for
to,
that one time we lost my horn.
yeah, that was
Yeah, turns
intense.
out I shouldn't go heads on against Cloudsbane.
No, Cloudsbane is a lot bigger than you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I know you got a tough hide, but your horns aren't as tough.
Yeah. Go on. And Ocean kind of nudges you
All
into
right.
someone cute walking by.
Oh,
Oh, hi. You're the dragon. That's your dragon.
yes, yes. Yep. That's me. I'm the dragon rider. Uh,
You were the one who saved me a year ago. There was those giant centipedes, and you just covered the building I was in all these thorns, and the centipedes couldn't get through, and they were like gnashing.
yes, yes.
I
Right.
never properly thanked you.
There's no need for the thanks. It's part of the job. We it's our duty to protect everything in the city, and you are part of it,
And Belle.
Florian.
Oh, I love this song. Don't you love this song?
It's been a while since I've heard this one.
Do you like to dance?
What's she gonna do, Florian? Huh? What's she gonna do?
How but it's backing down from myself.
I would say yes.
Backing down from a fight of the old Florian and letting a new Florian take place. And it's like, Will first down the champagne. It's like, I would like to dance.
Okay. Abigail.
Mhm.
You get cornered by like 3 sailors they're holding a bottle of whiskey. They seem pretty drunk and they're like, "You're one of those dragon riders."
That's right, Jerry.
That one's Jerry.
You're all Jerry's. Don't lie to me.
No, I'm Gerald.
Are you sure?
Anyway, where can we find the one of you that rides the orange one?
The orange one? Why would you want to find that one? We've got this one right here.
We just wanna thank.
Sure about that?
Yeah.
Abigail's bored and has spotted their old classmates, Regina Barley Smith and Amelia Taquidoson, who Amelia's always wanted to, always tries to impress. The 3 of them just sort of egg each other on, and they feed off each other. It's just a kind of sour energy sometimes, right? So I'm going to take a weak move and pick a fight. Push this sailor in the shoulder. I'm like, maybe I don't want to tell you.
Whoa, man. Whoa. Do you want to fight?
Do you?
And
And
they all
I
kind of huddle real quick. And they're like, yeah.
I call Bolt. Telepathically.
And there's like a split-second wait.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, boom, like a sonic boom overhead as Bolt like kind of dives in. And the crowd kind of parts as Bolt kind of like slows down, trying to slow down, and stops like just short of your back. Says, "What's up, Abby?"
Jerry here wanted me to tag you in.
And Abigail just like, or Bolt just extends their wings wide, and the 3 sailors go running.
I just laugh uncontrollably. And then use my regular move to show up unexpectedly, and I'm just wherever they're running to, I'm already there. I'm sorry, we were doing what?
We just wanted to have a friendly fight.
That's not what we're doing.
You brought a dragon. We didn't bring like cannons.
Would you like to?
They all kind of huddle for a second.
House, I say.
Yeah, we can go get a cannon.
Well, now you're talking. Little cannon, little bonfire. Now we've got a party, and then I just like throw my champagne glass down. Like,
But first, tell us where the Orange Rider one is.
I point in like 3 different directions. I go up somewhere in this vicinity.
Okay. And they split up.
Later, Jerry.
Jerry says bye. Gerald says bye. Wait, no.
Abigail just laughs uncontrollably. No reason. And then just stops abruptly, like nothing happened. Dust myself off and just like walk in a different direction.
Uh,
I find 3 servers and tell them each to get me a different drink, and say, "You are being timed and graded. Go now."
uh, Vera, what are you doing?
I think Vera has the unhappy obligation of having to schmooze with elders and any hoity-toit that wants to talk to the leader of the Warrenguard. And so has been unfortunately has been putting on the fakest, most strained smile while listening to the worst conversations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think it's even worse because usually you have someone there with you, and now you don't.
Don't have my buffer.
No.
That's why I need to front load the nap.
Yeah. You're currently listening to Lord Dekitoson tell you all about the his import-export business.
And farming equipment, really. That's
Yes.
so interesting.
You wouldn't think that exporting farming equipment would be valuable, but when you trade it for
I mean,
fertilizer, and then we can trade that with Craven Top at twice the price.
and we're vegetarian, right? So farming equipment is big business.
You're right. Yes. You understand.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It was. Oh, go ahead.
No,
By
go
all means,
ahead.
Don't let me stop you. You've got such interesting things to say.
Yes. Where was I? Let me start over.
Farming equipment.
Right, yes. So plows fetch 4 times the price if you buy them off season, just before the harvest.
Just before the harvest, right? Because people will be tilling their fields eventually, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
If you'll excuse me, I think I need to refresh my drink. I'll be back in just a moment. Hold that thought.
And I think Captain Hiram is at the bar and says, "You're the gold dragon rider, yes."
I've been told that that's what the gold flower on my lapel means.
You probably think you're better than all of us.
You'd be surprised about how much self-loathing there is in this entire engagement.
This whole
Captain
business
Hiram,
was
correct?
your fault, right? Seeing a dragon while heading in port is terrible luck. Especially a purple dragon.
Terrible luck, you say?
Yes.
I would say that I would argue that bringing a ship full of treasure into port when there is a kraken in the area is also terrible luck.
You probably summoned it just so you could be the big heroes.
Well, if that were the case, if that were true, I would be a lot less miserable than I am right now. Can I buy you a drink?
Hmm. Yes. Rum.
Rum? That's what I thought. Two.
And the bartender pours two.
And I'm just gonna slide the bartender my flask. Can you just top
Yep.
that up?
You got it, Vera.
Captain.
We haven't seen you at
Okay.
the bartender knows you and is just like, yeah, we haven't seen you around in a while.
It's been a little bit, hasn't it?
The captain takes a sip of the drink and says, well, at least you bought the good stuff.
Oh. You can thank my squire's parents. They don't like to spare expenses.
I want to hop away from this scene.
No, go ahead.
Talon,
Yeah.
where are you currently hiding?
I feel like Talon has sort of, with the amount of time that's passed now, like scoped out the room and found like the best vantage point to see like if something's coming at them and also to try and stay out of sight. And so I think Talon has like positioned himself in one corner of the room and like made a point to gather like a handful of people who might be interested in a very overdramatic Dragon Rider story. And I'd like to use the regular move, explain the technicalities of aerial combat, but I want to do it in like a really like, you know, those like homoerotic scenes where like someone's trying to show someone else how to do something and you're really like kind of like amping some of this stuff up and like focusing, like maybe embellishing a couple details. I would just like to tell the story on how I got the scar across my face. And I'm just like really, I think amping it up in a way that Talon doesn't feel about the memory, because I think this memory is why he can't sleep. But they know what people like to hear from this story.
Yeah, and you just nail the end of this story, and people are like gasping, and like someone like,
oh please, thank you. No, it's, you know, it's a classic, but I'm happy to entertain at least.
Yeah, and I think someone slides you a glass of whiskey
Oh, thank you very much.
afterwards.
But I
As
mean,
people
really,
start.
sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, really, it's an honor to do what I do to protect wonderful, lovely people like you. So thank you all for inviting me here and for supporting the Warrenguard as always. And thank you for the drink.
And a dark-haired femme person with kind of the thing on their hair says, who handed you the drink, is like, hi, I'm Robin.
Oh, Robin, I've heard you're something special. It's very nice to meet you.
My cousin will not shut up about you.
Oh, is it this
You know,
the
I'm
stealing
pretty
money at
sure
poker?
he has a crush on you himself.
I think that I'll kind of like, if there's like a wall nearby, I'll kind of like prop an elbow up and lean in a little bit and goes, I'll be honest, I think he's just kind of flirting to try and get some of the money back that I've taken from him in poker. So.
I used to he hasn't learned to bet in all these years.
No, apparently not. Apparently he bet on the Kraken instead of me. So
Well, even I can see that that was a foolish bet.
kind of like, I think ducks their head a little bit and nods and just, it's very kind of you to say. You look lovely, by the way. Do you come to these things often?
Too often, unfortunately.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Can I ask why? What business are you in?
The trying to get married business for my
Oh yeah,
family.
your cousin did make it very clear that you are marrying age. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but
Everyone's always bringing it up, so I appreciate you not.
I'm sorry. That actually sounds really awkward. Well, surely you have things you're passionate about that aren't getting married, unless you don't, which no judgment.
Absolutely, but
What do you love?
they're not things becoming a lady, so.
I think kind of like leans in very conspiratorially. Well, I won't tell anyone if you won't. And I'd like to use the regular move flirt.
Okay, excellent. She says, do you know Farnsworth's? The boxing ring.
I think kind of like gets a like really big crooked grin and goes,
Uh-huh.
heard of it?
Let's just say that there's a masked fighter there who's a friend of mine.
Is that right? Well, I think that's very becoming of a lady, first of all, because gender is fake. But
Tell my
frankly,
parents that.
where are they? Kind of starts like over dramatically, like searching the crowd. I think also doing a sailor check, but using this moment to look around. I will happily tell them from a dragon rider. Surely that would hold some weight.
She kind of chuckles, says, "Always off saving people, aren't you?"
Not always. I have to, steal poker from your cousin sometimes. And I think we'll kind of like pause, and there's a moment where Talon like takes a second to check in with himself and then goes, I also don't tell anyone because this is, not befitting the best of the dragon riders, but I'm also not a bad dancer if you're interested.
I know a few dances.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I think that's going to get you married, and we'll hold out a hand.
And she goes dancing with you.
Yeah.
Sophie, this dance with Margarita Gorgonzola is finally over. You swear it was the longest song ever. And she says, and that is why a good mold on a cheese enhances the flavor.
Right. Yep. Thank you for that information. I'm gonna use a weak move to shy away from a threat and just book it. Like, just
Okay.
please.
Excellent. You bump right into Jerry, our sailor.
And so she
Says, hey, you're one of the dragon riders, right?
Why are you asking?
Do you know where we can find the one that rides the orange one?
And so, oh no. I think Sophie's gonna take an action that leaves everyone vulnerable. It just looks around very naively. We could combo this with show your naivete as well. We could do 2 tokens for the price of 1. And goes, oh yeah, that's Tyler over there. They look like they're dancing. Yeah.
Oh, that one. That makes sense.
Yeah, you can't miss them. They're very they're cool.
Awesome. Thank you. You're so helpful.
I try to be.
We're going to go get a cannon.
Why?
And Jerry's already gone.
Cute. Sophie like runs to Vera because pretty sure that's not a good sign.
Vera, you have, I think at this point, turned this captain into an old drinking buddy.
Oh, yeah. My plan was to do enemies to lovers with the captain of this ship.
Yeah. Yeah, this captain is just kind of like guffawing as you come up, Sophie.
Yeah. Oh, so I might have told some sailors who were getting a cannon. I don't know why they're getting a cannon, but I think they really want to aim it at Alan. And I might have told them where he is.
Do a few of your friends have some problems with one of my dragon riders?
And Captain Hiram starts laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing and says, oh, I think it's a misunderstanding. And all of a sudden, you're in the middle of dipping Robin in this dance. And you see Jerry, and Gerald yell, you, Orange Dragon Rider! You did the coolest thing we've ever seen!
I think that Talon
might
has
have set our ship on fire, but we were amazed by what you did. You like flew by and like lit the cannons. And so we want to gift you this cannon.
I think that Talon has Robin like in a very low dip and looks over and there's just fear at the cannon and hears all of this and like forgetting to lift Robin back up, I think in this moment, and still like leaning over goes, thank you. I mean, I couldn't have looked, oh, sorry. I'll kind of like hold them back up. And I mean, I couldn't have done it without you and all the captain and all the good sailors, really, who so effortlessly navigated that battle in a way that I never could. And I would love to maybe show why I'm the best using a token. And if I can just sort of like grab a drink off a nearby tray and just raise it and go to the fearless sailors, everybody.
And like the whole crowd like goes wild. Um
I would
Yeah.
like to use
Go
my
ahead.
favorite regular move, show up unexpectedly. And not actually show up, but show up in a place where Talon can see me
Mhm.
behind as the crowd is all cheering and everything. And then I'll use a weak move, scoff, and then just this very big sarcastic clapping, just mouth smooth.
I think still kind of like just lowering the glass from the toast. We'll just kind of look at you and like give you a much more like, okay, kind of toast. And then we'll drink.
And Robin says to you, like, is it often you're in the middle of dipping someone in a dance and someone gives you a cannon as a present?
No, I can't say that I've ever been given a cannon. I'll be honest, I thought they were gonna fire it at me when I first saw it. So this is like new territory for me. Maybe you're good luck.
I'm excellent luck. I've
I
got
believe
all
that.
the Farlot family luck.
Oh, is that right? So what I'm hearing is I should not play poker with you.
Absolutely.
You'll win your
not.
family's
I
money
would-
back.
I would end you, Talon Clash Rider.
I believe that, actually. I do. And I will grab another flute of champagne and very flawless, or like easily kind of hand it over to her and dink her
Yeah.
glass.
Excellent. Abigail,
Mhm.
You duck back and after scoffing, and you walk through a spider web. And you go to it, and there's nothing there.
Kind of a low rent kind of event is this?
And then you have a vision
To me, my
of a spider the size of that ship that you saved, climbing up the chains toward the Warren that keep it in place.
Oh, that's not good. I find Vera. Whoever Vera is, I show up unexpectedly. I love this move.
Yeah.
I say, boss. Who's your rum smelly friend?
This
Captain
is...
Hiram.
Yeah, Captain Hiram.
The
Yeah,
pleasure's all yours, Captain.
Big clap on the back.
Mm-hmm. Just clap his sweaty back. I'm like, oh, that's just like the underside of the ship, huh? Yeah. Anyway, boss, we have a oracle-y situation, of a touch of the thing, and maybe the 3 to 5, 7 palomas, but I may have had a premonition. The Warrenguard is in danger.
Say the Warren's in danger.
Or the Warren. Yes.
All
We're
right.
the guard.
We have to guard the warden.
7 palomas? Yeah. We need to guard the ward.
Warden.
Can you feel my fingers? I'm good at Red Bull.
Oh, I mean, the dragons do most of the riding. Anyways, Captain, it's been a pleasure. Call me. And
Next time we're in port.
Sailor in every port. And I'm gonna...
Is that a strong move?
I mean, it could be.
You gotta level up first.
I'm gonna say that's the let someone earn your respect. Anyways, I'm gonna telepathically call Cloudsbane and say farewell to our good hosts. It's been quite a pleasure, but we have to go. Pressing Dragon Rider business. before spending a token to know my dragon better than I know myself, and just have Cloud's Bane do a very low swoop, and I'll grab onto like a talon to take me away.
Yeah. Cloud's Bane says, "There's trouble."
Sounds like it. Abigail had a vision.
Well, that's not good. Some of the other members of the Warrenguard are not as good at holding their liquor as you are, and, well, the psychic connection goes both ways, as you well know.
Well, shit. All right, let's go.
And at that, the bell starts ringing, the Oracle's bell, as the Oracles finally catch up and have the vision that
Man,
you had, Abigail.
Abigail's just so much faster than they are.
Just like,
And
called it.
as the crowd starts to panic and scream as danger is incoming, we're going to take our break. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you, everyone. Please stick around, and we'll be back for some Dragon on Spider action.
All right, we will see you soon.
Bye.
Okay, we're ready.
And we're back. Thank you all so much for sticking with us through the break. It's been super fun showing off Warrenguard to you all. If you guys can give me just a moment, I'm going to do a little pledge break for Warrenguard. Warrenguard comes out on backer kit next Saturday. We are just around the corner. It is now exactly 172 hours until the game launches on backer kit. It'll be out back at 10. It'll be launched at 10 a.m. And you want to be one of the first people to back. If you back the game in the first 48 hours, you're going to get an exclusive sticker pack with your order. And that sticker pack is going to be the only way we are ever going to make a foil gold dragon sticker available. If you want a foil sticker of Cloudsbane, you need to back at a physical tier in the first 48 hours to make sure that you get your foil gold dragon sticker. Yeah, and I got to show these off. We are partnering with Dice Dungeon to make dice for the game. And today I got our first sample dice. I'm going to do the makeup thing here and show off these gorgeous dice. These are metal dice. They're quite heavy. See, they've got the dragon crest on them. They've got the pluses and minuses. They're fate dice. And those are going to be available as part of the backer kit. If getting the metal dice is not enough for you, as part of the project, we are going to have the Dragon Master General tier. If you have a lot to give and you love dragons, you can get a set of red cubic zirconia dice exclusively through this offer that have the same dragon crest and plus and minus. They are gorgeous. I've gotten to see them. And that is the only way you're going to be able to get them is backing at that tier. So with that, let's hop back in the game. The bell has just started ringing. All the fancy people are going scrambling. Jerry looks at you, Talon, as the crowd goes crazy. It's like, we have our cannon. Give us our orders.
Ooh, maybe stand by on the cannon there, sailor. I appreciate your dedication. You're drunk though. Maybe just sort of aim it, and then I'll hit it if I need to. Thank you.
Okay,
really.
You'll give us a sign if we should fire?
Yes, but sailor, if you need to fall back if the whatever it is gets too close, no shame in it.
No, of course not. We would never abandon you. Just
Well,
like you didn't
you can,
abandon
though.
us.
Sure. I am on your dragon, so if you need to go, it's good. Don't worry about it. But thank you for your service and your dedication. We really appreciate it. All of us in the Warren Guard, we really appreciate that. So thank you.
Clash comes up behind you, and Clash is just covered in dirt and like parts of bushes.
I feel like I see Clash's shadow before, and I just take a breath and I steel myself. And I think, is Robin still here, or did Robin bolt?
Robin is still here.
Can I turn to Robin, kind of pull the orange flower out of my shirt pocket, hold it out, and say, "Will you hang on to this for me?"
I hope I see you after.
Me too. If I have anything to say about it, you will. And then I'll just very slowly look up at Clash and go, "Okay, it could be worse. No glass?
No glass."
That's a win." And I will, as cool as I can in front of this very pretty person on my dragon that's covered in dirt, I would like to get up on Clash in a cool way.
Excellent. Yeah. Yeah, you look awesome. You're
Nice.
the ace. This is what you're best at.
Incredible. I'll give Robin a little wink before I fly off to join formation.
Yeah. Excellent. Sophie, have you had a few drinks?
Yo, Sophie is way too
Okay.
wise, don't want to be inebriated and anything. So she's
Okay.
great.
Okay,
I mean, she's nervous,
excellent.
but
Raina is very no, my admirers.
I know, but you know they'll admire you more once we defeat whatever is making him run away. So let's go do that.
Yes, it's time for heroics. Um, Bolt is right next to you again, Abigail. It's like, we had a lot to drink.
No, I did, Bolt.
Yeah, but I feel it too.
Bolt, I need you to come close,
hmm
real close, right here. Just
hmm hmm
headsies,
And
please. And
bump
I would
heads
like,
with you.
yeah, I would like to use one of my tokens to use a strong move
Uh-huh.
and connect with my dragon in a way I cannot connect with people.
Uh-huh.
And Bolt and I do this thing. And I just sort of like rub my head really hard until
Uh-huh.
the sort of like static builds up from his
Uh-huh.
lightning. And I'd like to think that our connection allows me to feed off of his super
Uh-huh.
fast metabolism and just sober
Uh-huh.
the fuck up.
That is awesome. Yes, absolutely.
It's our favorite party trick.
Yeah. You're now
We're like,
starving, but you're not
mm,
drunk anymore.
right. Exactly. It's like, oh, to the point where I'm hangry and I'm just ready to
Yeah.
just take out this spider. So Bolt, let's go. And we just into the
Uh-huh.
sky.
Yeah. Florian, Belle is with you and it's like, do you have to go?
He calls.
And she gives you a little kiss on the cheek. I think just as Vera and Cloudsbane soar over.
Ooh. Uh, I am gonna use a weak move to lack conviction to make a hard choice and just get on my dragon and leave.
Okay, excellent.
uh, and, uh, I think just kind of like, do I see Lojinx, my squire?
At the party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, Lojinx, get everyone inside.
Yes, sir.
And
Everyone inside.
we'll just fly off. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. And as you all pull into formation, what formation do you call them into, Vera? You picked well-rehearsed formations. This is not me.
No, I did. It's true. We did. It's true. Um, we're gonna go for. We're just gonna do Alpha formation, which is just
Okay.
a flying V.
Okay, excellent. So you're all gaining altitude. Vera, uh, Ford and Ocean are at your left. Uh, Sophie is at your. Actually, did we say Clash was at your right, or Sophie was at Talon was at your right, or Sophie's at your right? I forget.
I think Florian ends up being at my right.
Okay, excellent. Um, yeah, and as you
I'm
guys gain
gonna ride
altitude, but Bolt, you were
you.
definitely on the outside of the formation, and Abby, you feel Bolt just like, again, like struggling, like, I don't want to be in this formation. If we get home, we get to eat, and I'm hungry because you did that thing. Let's go.
Um,
And what do you do?
I take a weak move
Uh-huh.
and I give up on my Warrenguard because these
Okay,
formations are stupid. I am
excellent.
so hungry. I'm ravished. I need to just get. Me and Bolt. We are on the same page, and I say,
Okay.
Bolt, go. find
and
the
you
spider.
break out of formation.
Mm-hmm.
And gain a ton of altitude super quick. And you see this giant spider climbing up, just cresting the hill, looking over, and it's kind of banging against the magical barrier, and starts climbing up the outside of the barrier. Um, as you, and what do you do?
It sounds like, yeah, that's not good. I would like to have like Abby's still feeling very dramatic. This whole evening has just been nothing but poking and prodding at people, and now I have a chance to take a swing, if you will.
Mhm.
So we go very high up and then dive, and as we dive, I believe thunder booms in my wake, and then I would like Bolt just to release a huge crackle of lightning at this dragon.
Okay, why don't you roll to quickly attack?
Sounds like what we're doing. So my roll is a that plus my quick makes it a 3.
Okay. Also -2 because you took a weak move this turn.
Oh, so then that is a 1.
Okay, excellent. See how these new dice do. Not the best for me. Um, do you want to spend a token? You already kind of said you're doing lightning and thunder's booming in your wake, so it'd be very easy to spend a token to invoke one of those.
I'm gonna say yes, since I have a few to burn.
Okay, you spend 1 or 2.
You know what? Bolt's very hungry. Wants to get this over with right away. So 2.
Okay, excellent. So that brings you up to a 5. They rolled a 2. So this spider's gonna take 3 stress. It's a stressed out spider.
Sorry, spider. We need PBJs.
And I should have written down everyone's speed last session. So yes, that's right. Clash of Saiyan. Which one of you goes next? Abigail and Bolt just broke formation.
You can go if you'd like.
I'm still thinking.
Then I can go because I know what I want to do. If that's
Yeah.
helpful. If you need
Yeah,
me.
yeah. I think at this point, I just kind of like look over to Vera at the sight of Abigail breaking formation.
Clash is this whole time being like, "Can we do that? Let's go do the same thing. We're better than Bolt."
Yeah, I think. Oh no, sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say that as if Bolt broke formation, I would just probably look at Talon and bark an order as a free action. I know that it's not my turn, but I think that's what would happen.
Uh-huh. What order do you bark?
Just be like, Talon, catch up to them.
On it. And I think kind of at this altitude, is there like any cloud cover in the area?
Yeah, there's a few clouds. I think you could get above the clouds for sure.
Nice. Can I kind of like judging where I saw Bolt go, can I actually kind of try to duck into the cloud in the hopes that they won't see me coming? And while I'm doing this, if possible, I would like to use a strong move, remind your dragon that they're your best friend. And I kind of just want to like lean in close and like run it, partially getting some of the dirt off of my dragon, but kind of just like run a hand along the back of Clash and lean in and just kind of say, listen, I know Bolt's fast, but we're clever. All right, we're gonna hit them where they don't expect. We've got this. You're the best dragon. All right, we have this.
I ate so many roses.
And that means that you are nourished for the fight. Not the thorn. Did you eat the thorns? It's not a now problem. It's fine. But we've got
You're not
this.
supposed to eat the thorns?
You know what? If anybody could eat the thorns and be fine, it is you. And I mean that as a compliment. So we've hey, if the thorns ignite anything in you, this is the time to roll with it, okay?
It's very weird. Your
Okay.
tongue feels prickly now.
Yeah.
Why is it spicy?
Real. But yeah, I'd love to sort of like in this, I'm trying to sort of rein Clash in a little bit if I can
Uh-huh.
for this like sneaky moment.
Okay, why don't you roll? Are you gonna pop out an attack, or are you gonna try and create an advantage here? What do you do when you?
I think I would love to try and create an advantage if I can create like something along the lines of like distracted with the force of like flying out of this cloud cover directly at the spider, just to kind of grab its
Excellent.
attention for a little bit.
Why don't you roll to sneakily create an advantage?
I would love that. And I just got some fate dice, so you get dice ASMR.
Wow.
Okay, that's not great, but you know, that's life sometimes. So that is a flat 0 with the +2 for spending a token.
Okay.
Because I got 2 minuses and 2 nothings.
Okay. And what's your sneak?
Oh, I forgot my sneak. Thank you so much. That's a 3. I lied.
Okay. Excellent. Would you like to spend any other tokens, or are you gonna stick with the what you got?
You know what? I think I will spend another token. I think I would like to do something risky to great effect here to just sort of like I'm flying right at this spider. I'm like very much
Uh-huh.
opening myself up to get hit about it. So I will spend another
Yeah.
token.
Okay. So you tied, and when you tie on creating advantage, you create a condition, but it doesn't have a free invoke on it, is what
Okay.
happens. So you're gonna create the condition, and this is one that it can use too.
Hmm.
Angry at dragons.
Sure. That'll do it. Yeah.
So
And yeah, you piss this thing off.
Nice.
Um, and Florian and Ocean, it's your turn.
Okay. Um. hmm. I think that um I think I'm just gonna put myself like me and Osan are gonna put ourselves in between uh the spider and Clash.
Hmm.
Uh and then hit it, I guess. I don't
Okay, you're gonna attack.
Yeah, just hit it. Just hit it. Just more specifically, I'm trying to put my give Clash more of cover.
Why don't you roll to carefully attack?
Yeah. That is a 4 total.
Okay. And it got a 2 total, so you beat it by 2. You're gonna max this thing's stress out. It is now fully stressed.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, I
this
think it's
thing.
just kind of like Ocean just kind of like almost goes into essentially like Papa Bear mode,
Uh-huh.
essentially, of just like and Clash is very much smaller than Ocean, just like
Mhm.
fully in
Uh,
front.
yeah, and this thing is it's its turn. Giant spider, as it's crawling up the edge of the bubble, and it gets to where your chain leaves the bubble that crosses out and starts to climb the chain as you guys are all kind of wheeling around it. Um, and it is first going to attack you, Ocean. How do you defend from it?
Um, Yeah. My Ocean's tough hide keeps my rider safe.
Okay.
Uh,
So you're gonna invoke that.
yeah.
So it sounds like you're just gonna forcefully defend here. You're just gonna take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to tank this hit.
Okay. So why don't you roll, add your
Hmm.
forceful, and add 2 for spending that token?
Okay. Okay. That's a 4 again. I have 0 force. So that's all from the die, all
Uh,
from the
I'm gonna
token.
give you another token, and I'm gonna invoke Angry at Dragons.
All right. So
So you
then
get a token.
sweet.
That brings me to a uh, uh, sorry, I've got to do math. I had 5. I know how to do math. That brings me to a 4. What did you get?
I also got a 4.
Okay, it ties your hit. So just good enough. You did.
Hmm.
Uh, and you got a token out of it. But this thing, like, it bites Ocean and just does not get through.
Hmm. I think
Uh,
I think probably uh like I went in protect, then the
uh-huh,
spider like try to bite, but is like just too tough of scales, and
uh-huh.
like we kind of like push off each other.
Hmm.
Uh and I'm gonna say that's just a regular move of taking an act, just like kind of taking that action to like just push off
Uh-huh.
and makes me and Clash vulnerable.
Sure, I'm gonna attack you again in that case.
Oh, okay.
Are you just depending on your hide here again? Are you taking it forcefully?
Ah, man. I think I'm gonna. I kind of want to maneuver, like just like
Okay.
maneuver around, so like kind of quickly
Okay.
or cleverly try to get around whatever it's. Is it trying to bite again?
Yep.
Yeah, just like either maneuver, trying to
Okay.
dodge
Roll
out of
and
the
add
way.
your quick.
Okay, there we go. There's the poor roll. Um, that's a 1.
Okay. Do you want to spend a token or are you gonna stay at a 1? You could also take a weak move here and just lean into your bad.
I could get more tokens.
Uh-huh.
I think this is me. Uh, this is failing to take care of myself.
Uh-huh.
Uh, because I was more too focused on getting it between Clash and now.
Okay. So this is a -1 then?
Yeah, it's just a -1.
Okay. They rolled a +2, so you have 2 choices here.
Oh
You
boy.
can either take all 3 of your stress right now. That means
Mm-hmm.
you have no free hit points for the rest of the fight.
Yeah.
Or you can take 1 of your stress and take a mild condition.
I'll take a mild condition. I was saying I could take
Okay.
this. That's it.
You're
I'll.
gonna take slashed side
Ouchie.
um, as a mild condition. Uh, and I'm gonna say because you did some acrobatic maneuvers, that exposes Clash and Bolt here. Clash, what do you do to defend yourself?
Yeah, I think that Clash in this moment is sort of like trying to focus on like playing within the clouds to sort of make it a little bit less clear where exactly we are. Um, I Unfortunately, I do think this is a little bit regular move. Take action to leave yourself take action leaving yourself vulnerable because I think at the
Uh-huh.
same time like trying to be on guard to dodge, but also a little bit trying to still lure attention away from
Uh-huh.
Saiyan in the same way.
So it sounds like you're being careful here, which is
Yeah.
not something Clash is good at.
No, not even a little bit.
So why don't you roll to carefully defend?
I would love to do that. Oh my God. Okay. That's a 1.
Okay. These dice keep rolling this. I swear these dice are. Oh wait, no, that's actually better. Okay. Well, not better for you.
That's
Do
okay.
you want to spend any tokens?
Yeah, I think um can I instead lean into this and get a
Okay.
token? Be a little
Yeah,
reckless as a treat. I
sure.
think in this moment I would love to use make an ass of yourself.
Uh-huh.
And I think I'm sort of like trying so hard to make Clash look like bigger than she could possibly be, that I think in this moment maybe one of Clash's wings like bumps into Ocean and makes them also still in a vulnerable position. Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, excellent. Um, so now you've lost by 5. So you have 3
Great.
choices here.
Okay.
1, you take all 3 of your stress and you take a mild condition. You'll
Yeah.
have no more free hit points. You basically have 2 hits left until
Sure.
you're out. Uh, choice 2, you take 1 of your stress and take a moderate condition.
Hmm.
That's probably the better one. Or
Sure.
3, you just take a severe condition and no stress.
I will take 1 stress and a condition.
A moderate condition?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, this thing catches you
Hmm.
in its mandible as you fly by.
Ooh,
Clash has a shredded wing.
No.
no.
Uh, th- she's able to stay airborne, but
Hmm.
she is struggling to, and you can tell, you feel the pain
Yeah.
radiating through your wing that you don't have.
Hmm.
Um, so, uh, and then this thing still has 1 more attack. It gets a number of actions equal to the number of Dragon Riders minus 1. That's the rules I wrote. This thing is tearing you up, and you just said you left Ocean vulnerable.
I did do that.
So it's gonna get another hit on Ocean.
So sorry.
Ocean, how do you defend yourself? You've already quickly fired away. Are you staying on the quick?
I Oh man, do I lean in and just keep on just grabbing some more tokens, or do I actually try to fight the
Join me.
thing? Um, hmm, I think that I'm going to um man, there's just too many good moves. Okay, I think I am going to as it's trying to come and bite again,
Uh-huh.
I think fully after reeling from the scratch and slash side and getting bumped by Clash, I think just like sees an opportunity and will fully breathe the stream of green pollen into its mouth.
Okay, that sounds clever. Unless you want to convince me it's something else.
No, no, I'm wondering, does that trigger my stunt as well or no?
Oh,
Well, it's not really over. Is it over? Am I overcoming? I'm overcoming an obstacle. The obstacle being the spider trying to bite
no,
me.
overcoming an obstacle is a specific roll that I made you
Okay.
make last time when you were putting out the fire.
Yes, 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 yes.
Um,
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I'll spend a token to use the aspect of a Saiyan.
okay. And then roll, add your clever, and add 2.
Okay, that's 5.
Okay, is that where you're going to stay?
Yes.
They rolled a 6,
Oh yeah.
so take another stress. You
Okay.
have stress left, right? You chose to keep
Yeah,
stress
yeah.
left?
I took 1 stress,
Okay, so now you're at
so
2 stress.
I'm at 2 stress. Cool.
As this thing just barely misses you. Uh, Vera, Cloudsbane, Sophie, Reyna, You're watching all this from afar, trying to catch up to these three faster dragons. Uh, Sophie, do you panic and go first, or Vera, do you snap into leader mode and go?
I think Vera's gonna snap into leader mode and say, you go low, I'll go high. We'll meet in the middle. And I'm gonna do follow my lead.
Uh-huh.
To protect Sophie and Rena from any consequences.
Okay.
And
Excellent.
I'm gonna go up high and then send Cloudsbane into a dive
Excellent.
while I draw the sword with a story.
Perfect. So fun fact, you're able to invoke sword with a story. That is, it's on your character sheet. It is a thing you can invoke. Um, if you want to spend the token on that as well. But why
I
don't
would
you
love
roll do you think this is a forceful attack or flashy or clever?
I think this is forceful.
Okay. Why don't you roll to forcefully attack and spend a token on that sword so you'll add 4 to your roll.
Sounds good.
And as you unsheath it, it goes, once upon a time, there was.
Folks, that's a 6.
Oh,
That was a +2, +4.
They rolled a 2, so you beat them by 4, and they are out of stress. So they're going to take a moderate condition, less legs than I used to have.
Trump.
As you come down and slash through, and this is now a 7-legged spider. As you realize you've been fighting a lot of 8-legged things lately.
Too many legs.
Yeah.
Too many appendages.
Uh, Sophie, Reyna, you're coming in from below. What do you do?
Sophia's just determined not to get this new, very pretty horn
Mhm.
knocked off Rita. But I think she's gonna do the breathing glowy orbs of energy that track the targets. But can I trigger the better than you stunt? Because I want to do this very flashily. So I have basically I want Reyna to go under the spider, use the new horns to kind of like
Mhm.
chuck the spider off the side of the barrier. Like just go as
Yeah.
Vera's coming down, Reyna's gonna go up and try to knock the spider off,
Uh-huh.
like very flashily.
Excellent. Yeah, I love that. As you try and intimidate this thing. So why don't you roll to flashly attack and add +2 to your roll for free.
Oh, I got a +2. Yay, my dice luck. So plus another 2? Or is that 4 total? Because I have 2
So you spend a
flashy?
token, right?
Yes.
So you get 2 on you get 2 for your flashy, 2 for your stunt, 2 for your token, plus your dice.
8.
Uh you knock this thing straight off this chain, off the side of the bubble, and it slams into the side of this magic barrier. And the magic barrier like fizzles and starts like disintegrating the spider. Um, and eventually the spider fades away. And it is quiet as this spider fully dissolves against the crackling magic barrier. But now there's a giant hole in the barrier.
Oh
Oh.
no.
I hate when that happens.
Meant to do that?
That's the end of combat.
Um, can since Vera knocked a leg off of the spider, I'm assuming that leg did not sizzle up with the
It did
rest
not.
of it as it hit the barrier. Bolt and I dive because Bolt's still hangry and really needs a
Uh-huh.
snack, and tries to catch
Yeah.
that spider leg before
Yeah,
it
you
hits the
find it
ground.
like laying on the ground, and Bolt starts devouring it, and you can taste it in
Mhm.
your mouth, and it tastes awful.
Amy.
Oh, hurry up, please.
Vera, what do you do?
I need to go have a really boring conversation with some elders. And I'm probably going to. It's not your fault. I'm probably going to get yelled at, but it's okay. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. This is on me. And if you want to go back to the party, you can go back to the party, but celebrate while you can. And then I think I'm going to use the weak move. Be on the outside of your younger comrades connecting.
Huh.
And I'm going to take off on Cloudsbane towards where I last saw the elders.
Excellent. And we have a little montage at the party. It's all the gossip, the new hole in the barrier, but no one seems to blame you, really, Sophie. They're all talking about how awesome that fight was.
I think Florian wanted to do something.
Yes, Florian.
No, it can wait.
Okay.
It can wait till Vera gets back.
Saucy.
But I don't think Florian's going back to the party. I think Florian's going back to the hold.
Okay. You head
To
back
the
to the
Warren.
Warren. Arsalan has come back at this point too, and it's like, "Hey, how was the party?"
It was fine. I mean, up until the spider, but
Yeah.
just like kind of like groans at their ribs. It's like, "Ah, God. We probably should have like an infirmary first aid. Do we have a first aid kit around here?"
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Uh, and we'll just start very tenderly, just like washing, uh, washing Ocean's wound, the slash on the side,
Mhm.
and just like wincing every single time it's happening because of the bond, but just like cleaning it off and just dressing it and everything. Uh, why are you not at the party still?
Yeah, I hate those old fancy stuffy things.
What is what's your take on that? I think probably from the stables we can probably see the barrier in
Mhm.
the hole. It's like, what's your take on that? How that's gonna
Nobody knows how the barrier works. Plenty of monsters have crashed into it before, but they just kind of bounced off.
we're probably gonna have to up our patrol schedules.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know a Bell?
Oh, Belle. Yeah. Yeah. Have I not introduced you to Belle?
No, we met at the party.
Oh. Yeah, she's a real nice lady. She's a widow. She lost her husband like 5 years back.
Hmm.
You know, family has a lot of money.
You know, I don't care about that.
Yeah. You're going to retire someday. What are you going to retire to?
I don't know. Go off with Ocean until uh
What, be some sad, lone old wanderer hermit?
yeah, and what about it? I don't
Yeah,
know,
you could be
find other
living the
dragon
easy
riders.
life, eating out of Belle's hand.
I know for sure I don't need to be eating out of anyone's hand.
It's a thing people say.
Look, she's sweet, but I don't know if sweet's my type.
Come on. Just because you've been around bitter so much for so long doesn't mean you can't try something different. You know, I could set you up with someone spicy if that's more your taste.
I question your taste in people. How many partners have you had now, Arslan?
Listen, gentleman never tells.
I mean, I can count them of every single time that you try to drunkenly pull yourself into the Warren crying about uh some new person you met at the bar.
Listen, doing the best I can.
I,
And
I know.
just because she left you doesn't mean you got to be miserable.
I don't know. Is this what miserable looks like?
You look pretty miserable, bud.
I think it's the spider wound, actually. That's really coming
Yeah, let me
across.
get you that first aid kit.
Thanks.
Uh, Talon, what do you do as you rejoin the party?
Yeah, I think that Talon is like very obviously really shaken by
Uh-huh.
just sort of what a disaster that all of that on
Uh-huh.
his end was. And I think,
Do you
I mean,
rejoin the party or do you and Clash go up to the stables, actually?
I think I do rejoin the party. I think, is it
Uh-huh.
possible to, I know that there's like a place the dragons are supposed to be. Can I try to land Clash sort of more towards the back of this estate where I think maybe like the kitchens might be?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would love to do that. And just sort of as we land, I think like Talon's been like cursing this whole time.
Mhm.
Truly. And it's just like cursing. I'm so sorry, cursing. It's not as bad. We're gonna fix it. It's gonna be fine. And I think we'll kind of like hop off and take a moment to just like run a hand along Clash's kind of side. And then we'll just not ceremoniously at all, open the door of the kitchen to go, hey, do you guys have some like fish or something in here that you might give a dragon that's hurt to feel better?
We don't eat fish, but hold on.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Um, it takes a little while.
Yeah.
Um, but eventually they bring you like a really fine tuna and they say, if you tell
Nice.
anyone the Nottinghams have this,
Take it to my grave. Don't worry. And I'm gonna destroy the evidence pretty quick. So
um, and you go back out to Clash with this giant tuna. Um,
yeah.
and you see Robin there kind of running a hand down Clash.
I think that Talon's first instinct, like I think Talon doesn't recognize Robin right off the bat. And so there's an instinct to go like, hey. And I think sort of like walking up goes, hey, don't, and then recognizes that it's Robin and goes, oh, sorry. It's been a long I don't know how long it's been, but it's been
Yeah,
long.
he looked like he wanted to eat my arm at first.
Kind of like holds the tuna up. Yeah, it took a little longer than this, but this is a secret, by the way. You didn't see this.
Yeah, everyone knows the Nottinghams eat meat.
I didn't know that. Or you know. And I'll kind of like walk up to Clash and just start like running a hand along their snout, and I will hold the tuna up and just
Uh-huh.
sort of let her go crazy.
Yes. And she does. Yeah. She starts like
Excellent.
tearing into this thing. Orange dragons kind of have beaks, and yeah, she's just like tearing big chunks of this out.
Yeah.
And uh, uh, Robin says, "How are you feeling?"
I think Talon kind of turns and looks at Robin, and I think there's an internal battle of how vulnerable am I about to be with this person that I met just like what has to be like 30 minutes ago. And I think in a really rare moment of actual vulnerability, Talon's like shoulders like sag a little. And I think that Robin picks up on like Talon's hands shaking just a little bit and just, you know, it's been better. How are you? Did I miss anything fun?
Just a bunch of old me stuck in a basement with a bunch of old fuddy-duddies taking shelter.
Fun. Yeah,
Seems
you didn't
like
start a.
you guys managed to break some stuff.
Yeah, for once, it actually wasn't me that broke this. And I think looks very guiltily towards Clash's shredded wing. Broke some other stuff, but not that one.
And Clash says, "It's not your fault."
Yeah, it kind of is, but eat your tuna. You can't protest. It's tuna time, so just run a very
Um,
fond hand, kind of still on Clash.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're telling me you didn't start a boxing ring in the basement with the fuddy duddies? It's like I don't even know you, Robin.
Damn it.
I know.
Can't believe I didn't think of that.
There's always next time a giant insect or some other monster tries to kill me.
Yeah,
I don't always
you know.
seize that opportunity.
I guess I
Could be
was so
fun.
distracted hoping you'd come to my next match that I was like, I couldn't have a match while you weren't there.
You know what? That's fair. And I was busy having a match of my own, so
Yeah, looks
I
like
get
you,
it.
I guess I should see the other guy.
Well, he dissolved, unfortunately. I'm assuming you don't do that in the boxing. Dissolve your opponents.
Not often, no.
Oh, but sometimes. That's good to know.
Mhm.
Well, I'll kind of hold the hand up. I'll keep a wide berth then for the dissolving action in the boxing ring. Yeah, I'd love to come. I imagine not a lot of time off with the big hole, but see if I can put in a good word with the commander.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Hey, if you ever want a tour, the old I gotta stop offering tours, but I think I stand by this one. Your
You offer a lot
cousin,
of girls' tours?
less than you'd think. It's kind of a nice refuge from people talking to me. So not very often. I did promise your cousin a poker match there. I think I was fairly drunk when I did that, and I don't remember doing that. Um I gotta get out of that. But you're welcome anytime.
I'll take you up on
I hope you do.
that. Sophie, where do you go?
I think Sophie goes back to, the Warrenguard like facility. Brain could not find the
Uh-huh.
words there.
The Warren.
Because she's feeling very like,
Mhm.
I put a hole in our barrier.
Yeah. Uh, Abigail, do you stay at the party?
Yes, I think
I'll come
after
back to you,
Bolt
Sophie.
finishes up with the spider, like I'm assuming it's like a hairy spider, like probably that big.
Yes. Yeah.
I gather up some of it and put it in a little pouch that I have. Like if this suit has anything, it has pockets when places it shouldn't
Mhm.
have. So I've got a knife and I got a little bag, and the bag is just labeled for later. And I just tuck that into a blazer pocket somewhere. Me and Bolt get back
Uh-huh.
on, and we head
Yep.
back to the party. And it's like just a montage of me using the show up unexpectedly. I've just decided it's my favorite
Mhm.
thing, right? Where I am, doing one of these, hey, how you doing? Catching up with like everyone that I know, because again, these are the social circles that I run with,
Mhm.
but it's always on the periphery. Like I'm never like in a conversation long enough for it to be meaningful before I'm moving on to something else. So like you can tell I've never actually been a part of any of these groups. I've always sort of just hovered on the outside of them. And that even now, as a member of the Warrenguard and being celebrated here, I'm still not one of them. Right. So eventually it just gets this reintroduction, sort of like, hey, what have you been up to? There's nothing,
Yeah.
it's flying dragons. Didn't your last Warrenguard die? That's a misunderstanding. I don't want to talk about it, kind of
Yeah.
thing, over and over and over again. It just gets tiresome till I finally just like kind of slip behind one of the bars and grab like 2 bottles of champagne and just find the roof and just sit there just by myself,
And I
even
think Bolt
without Bolt.
perches with you.
Yeah, just the two of us sit there, just kind of watch the party disperse. And then I use my move one last time to show up unexpectedly and put my shoulder or my hand on the shoulder of a guest as she's about to leave and say goodbye to my much older sister Belle.
Excellent. Uh, Vera, you are in the most boring meeting. Everyone is bickering about, nobody knows how this barrier works. Everyone is bickering about, like, no, we need to do this. No, we need to do this. We need magic rituals. This is the Dragon Rider's fault.
I think at a certain point, Vera is just going to sigh. Okay, here's what we have to do. There has to be someone that knows how this magic works. And it can't be that this thing falls and there's no way to restore it. Someone, somewhere, someone out there knows how this works. And we just have to find them. I'd like to use a strong move to explain how this is something you've survived before.
Okay.
There are other places that use magical barriers. There was one at the caldera that we trained at. So there has to be some way of upkeeping these. Might have to send someone out looking. But we'll find the answers we need to fix this.
And the discussion gets a lot calmer after you say that. Sophie, where you're landing and you start removing all of Raina's tack, her saddle, all of that. She still seems so proud. She's like, that was such a fun party. And we did so good in that fight.
Yeah, we did. And Sophie's like embarrassed about the hole because who would have
Uh-huh.
expected a hole like that? But I think they're feeling a little bit like we executed that flawlessly, minus the whole thing.
Mhm.
So they're feeling a little ashamed, but a little like, heck yeah, we did that.
Mhm. Uh, and while you are um, uh, uh, doing that, you hear a flutter of wings behind you, but it doesn't sound like dragon wings. And you turn and you see a griffin rider landing behind you. Griffin riders deliver things like mail and things like this in the world. Griffins are not nearly as capable as dragons in defense or fighting, but they're quick and able to move between holds. And someone says, letter for the Tidehold Warrenguard.
Sophie's like, that's totally me right now. I'll take that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you take a letter sealed with the wax stamp of the caldera.
Hmm. I think Sophie's gonna look at it.
Okay. You open it up, and it's a missive from the Dragon Master General himself. Uh, Tidehold has been selected for inspection. He will be arriving next week to inspect
Oh
Tidehold
no.
Warren.
I should probably tell Vera. Well, I could tell Florian. Florian's somewhere over here, right? And I just go and find Florian.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, you should read this. I'm gonna go.
What?
So he just leaves and like goes to like tending Raina. It's like, I'm gonna let Florian and Vera deal with that. I don't know what that is.
Just like opens it up, sees the missive. And I think it's just like almost Florian's almost at their wits' end at this point. Just like I'm gonna take the weak move and just like son of a bit. It just cuts from there.
And that's when the episode ends. Next week, we're doing the chapter Inspection, where you'll all have to deal with the Dragon Master General coming for an inspection of the Warren. Let's go around and meet all of our cast again and find out what things they have that they'd like to plug. Anita, I probably shouldn't go to
You
you
can end
first.
with me if you want.
Yeah, I'll end with you, Anita. Let's skip over to AJ. AJ, what do you got going on?
Hey, what's up? If you hear a snoring dog, it's mine. He's snoring right now. What's up? I'm AJ, also known as Sushi Kid. You can find me all over the internet as sushi_kid. You can also find all the stuff that I edit or performed in over on hushakid.wordpress.com. I am a transcriber. I am the technical producer here at Critical Misses, but I am not technically producing right now. You could find me over on Tuesdays. On Tuesdays, you can find me over on Total Party Kiss doing Warrenguard once again. We are actually be doing our finale this Tuesday. As we have some unfinished business for my in that one, my ex, who I thought was dead, has been causing trouble, and now I'm gonna go kill him. So it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. He tried to kill us. He burned my room. He blew up my room. So now I gotta blow up his face. It's only fair.
Val, who are you? Where can people find you?
Yeah, hi. I am Val, or Space Valkyries. You can find me most places at Space Valkyries. I stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10:30 in the morning Eastern time. And you can also read my writing under the pen name VM Ayala. I actually just got a flash fiction piece published at Translunar Travelers Lounge. So if you want to go read my work, that would be pretty cool. I think that's all I got.
Okay. Let's hop over to James. James, who are you? Where can people find you?
Hello, everybody. I'm James. You can find me most places on the internet at TTRPGay, but a couple places at Nice One James. I like to keep it interesting for you, a little scavenger hunt. You can also find me usually Wednesdays, but most of the time over at Starlight Tales, telling queer and trans-centered and led stories in a sci-fi fantasy setting. I'm doing some Feywild Dream nonsense over there right now, and I'm having a great time. I won't be here next week, but I hope that you are here and you give everyone love. I will be LARPing, but I'll be back in 2 weeks' time. And I'll miss you. I hope you miss me too. That's me.
Okay. And lastly, Miguel, where can people find you? You're muted.
I was muted. That's silly of me. Hi, everyone. I've been Miguel Classico. You can find me wherever social medias are sold at Miguel_Classico or without the underscore if you're Blue Sky and like that. You can find me not this Tuesday, but the Tuesday after, not this coming Tuesday, but Tuesday after, here on Twitch, dot whatever slash Pluto Cleric for a Monster of the Week actual play called Death Was Easy, where I'm dead. We're in Hades, like the game Hades, and fighting baddie Greek monsters and stuff to try to save the underworld. It's a whole thing. Pray for us.
Okay. Hi, I'm Natalie Putum. I wrote a little game called Warrenguard. If you're interested in it, please go to warrenguardgame.com. We are up to, during this stream, 220 followers at warrenguardgame.com. And you want to be one of the first people to back. Like I said, there's exclusive rewards. There's all sorts of great things. This is going to be an excellent book. I'm so excited to get this out in the world. And we can't do it without your help. So please follow us at warrenguardgame.com and be ready to sign up and back it as soon as you can. I also wrote a game called Sapphic Space Pirates that's available now. If you go to my website, luckoftheharbor.com, Sapphic Space Pirates is pretty fun. You're gay space pirates on gay space adventures. And yeah, let's hop over to Anita. What do you have going on and what's happening on Critical Misses?
If you've stuck around this long, hi, my name is Anita, otherwise known as Panita on social media sites. You can also find me Critical Misses because this is my channel. I am the founder and channel runner here. So you can find me here most times. Tomorrow you can find me here for Morning Ritual, which is our TTRPG talk show. And our guest is Aldermancy or Alex. I'm very excited to talk with them. We also have on Mondays, we have a Forged in the Dark game that is called Zero Games. And it's really fun. It's a fun sci-fi space romp tournament arc that is just wild and wacky and fun. AJ produces that one for us with the lovely Arcane Goth as our game master over there, or master of ceremonies. You can also find me Tuesdays over on Modifius's Twitch page for Star Trek Adventures. We're getting ready to wrap that one up though, so who knows where I'll be next. Sundays you can also find me over on crumbs. Where is it? Indoor Adventures for a Apocalypse Keys game. Other than that, I'm a graphic designer, and you can actually find something that I'm working on right now on Kickstarter. If you go to Metanthropes zine, it's one of the zines that's out for Zine Quest. I'm doing the layout for that. So if you want to also hire me to do layout or other graphic designy things, you can do that. And I am running Kids on Bikes game on Start Playing. That's going to start on March 2nd. So if you also want to sign up for that, we've got early bird rates right now. That's it. I think that's all the plugs that I do, and now I feel weird for plugging everything of mine last. But yeah, I think that's it for our show, everybody. We're gonna head on a raid to go see who we gonna go see, folks. Who do we want to go say hello to? Is there anybody? Any suggestions, folks?
I got no one. No one's online
You
right
got
now.
no one.
No one's online right now.
Okay.
I mean, no one that I love.
No one that you love.
No
well,
one
you know
that
what?
deserves our love.
Trooper is online doing a solo dungeon crawl, so let's go say hello to Trooper SJP. Again, thank you all so much for stopping by. Natalie, do you want to sign us off?
Thank you all so much for watching Warrenguard. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.